Alright guys, today, because it's daytime, by the way, so sorry I can't be there. My kiddo was sick, and I really apologize to Ellie. I'm sorry I'm not there for your presentation. But today we're going to talk about 53.3 logistic growth. Now, you don't know how many times I've tried this. I hope this works. Are you ready? So yesterday, Hunter talked to us about exponential growth. And there was a formula that you're going to see on your formula chart when you take the test. Let's put exponential. This paper is not flat. And that formula was dn over dt equals r max n. Right, we all remember that. We memorized it last night. It's wonderful. But we said this is when resources are unlimited. And that does not happen very often in the real world. So, what we're going to have instead is when we graph population size with time, we initially get exponential growth, but then it levels off. This leveling off is called the carrying capacity. And we're going to abbreviate that with a K. It's a big K. And there's going to be another equation, but I'm going to hold off on that for a second. It'll go up here. Carrying capacity is the maximum population size I know this lighting is horrible. I really apologize. Let me see if I can move this. Oh, looky there. We have light. Oh, so much better. Okay, sorry. Maybe not so much better. Whatever. Maximum population size a particular environment can sustain indefinitely. Woo! Me and this camera gonna go round and round. Alright, next up, we're gonna write that the carrying capacity will vary over space and time. With the abundance of limiting resources. So I want you to take a minute and think, what could a limiting resource be? Maybe in my office, the limiting resource is light. Who knows? What do you think a limiting resource can be? Tell your friend 2 things you think it could be. I'll wait. Good job. That was great. So I bet these are things that you named. Things like nutrient availability, things like refuge from predators, things like suitable nesting sites, maybe you said something like water or shelter or even energy. If you did, pat yourself on the back. Everybody look around, pat yourself on the back. Good job, good job. All right. So the next thing we want to make sure we remember, I'm going to try to move the camera a little. Oh, this is scary Terry down here. All right. We need to remember that crowding and resource limitations can have a profound effect on population growth rates. So that was crowding and resource limitations can have a profound effect on population growth rates. All right. So now it is time for the other equation. I know you're excited. The good news is we're not adding a whole lot of extra variables. I'm going to move you over a little. Maybe move the light. Maybe I'll hold my arm here. Maybe that works better. All right. So it's still going to be for carrying capacity dN over dt, or the change in population over the change in time, equals R max N. So that's so far exactly like the last equation. So easy. All we're adding is carrying capacity, K minus N over K. Easy peasy, right? So let me see what else we have. I think we just have one more thing. And I've only been here 8 minutes. Oh, I hope I'm not writing too fast for y'all. Cheyenne, are you keeping up? Are you doing good? Don't be yelling at your friends now. Ha ha. I got the jokes. All right, where am I going to write this? Let's come back over here. Excuse the picture frame that's holding the paper down for me. All right, are you ready? We have something called, oh, that's too many E's, the Lee effect. This is the idea that individuals may have a more difficult time surviving or reproducing if the population size is too small. The Lee effect. Individuals may have a more difficult time surviving or reproducing if population size is too small. How does that make sense? So let's think about it. We're going to think about it for plants and animals. And then you're going to tell whoever talked to their friend last time gets to be quiet and listen to their friend this time. And your friend is going to tell you how they think plants or animals would have a hard time reproducing or surviving if the population size is too small. All right. So I hope you learned a lot from your friend. Here are my ideas. If you're talking about plants, if it's in a really windy kind of area, then if you have this poor little flower by itself and the wind is blowing, it knocks it over. And then your flower is dead. Oh, sad flower. But if your flower has a lot of friends and there's a clump of flowers, pretend there's a lot there because you really don't want to sit and watch me draw flowers all night. And I've got all night. And the wind blows, it might beat up this guy some, but it's also not going to knock him down because his friends are behind him. So you get this clumping of plants and they survive the heavy winds. And with animals, if there's no more elephants near you, who you gonna mate with? Right? So they've got to be close enough to find mates. The other things that this model is used for is to predict harvest rates for animals that are hunted. And to predict extinctions when populations get so low that they may not come back. All right, so I'm going to go watch this and make sure it looks all right. If not, I'll be doing this again. But I hope it's wonderful. I hope y'all have a great day. And Ellie, I hope your presentation is amazing.